Throughout our lifetimes, we've had many people in authority guiding us, telling us what to do, and how and when to do it. Who are some of these people? Well, when we were growing up, it was our parents, family members, or caregivers. It could also have been an older brother or sister. When we were in school, it was our teachers and principals. When we got jobs, it was our bosses and executive management. And all throughout our lives, it has been our local, state, and federal governments as they issue ordinances and laws that we must follow. In fact, everywhere we look, we find people in authority, also known as leaders. Hello, I'm Kathy Bartow. According to Morris 2020, the 4 soft skills that every leader should have include empathy, humility, self-awareness, and the ability to listen. And speaking of listening, listen to what Jesus tells us about being a leader in Matthew chapter 20, verses 25 to 28. Jesus called all the followers together. He said, "You know that the rulers of the non-Jewish people love to show their power over the people, and their important leaders love to use all their authority. But it should not be that way among you. If one of you wants to become great, then he must serve the rest of you like a servant. If one of you wants to become first, then he must serve the rest of you like a slave. So it is with the Son of Man. The Son of Man did not come for other people to serve him. He came to serve others. The Son of Man came to give his life to save many people." The definition of leader on Merriam-Webster.com is, and I quote, "the person who tells people, and especially workers, what to do," end quote. This is how the world defines leaders, but not the way Jesus defines it. Jesus tells us that leaders are servants first. Jesus taught his disciples not to model themselves on the rulers of the Gentiles, who exercised authority over them and used this authority to make themselves look important and be considered men of high standing. Jesus says in Matthew chapter 23, verses 2 through 7, "The teachers of the law and the Pharisees have the authority to tell you what the law of Moses says. So you should obey and follow whatever they tell you. But their lives are not good examples for you to follow. They tell you to do things, but they don't do these things themselves. They make strict rules and try to force people to obey them, but they themselves will not try to follow any of those rules. The reason they do good things is so other people will see them. They make the boxes of scriptures that they wear bigger and bigger, and they make their special prayer clothes very long so that people will notice them. Those Pharisees and teachers of the law love to have the most important seats at the feasts, and they love to have the most important seats in the synagogues. They love people to show respect to them in the marketplaces, and they love to have people call them teacher." As a Christian leader, we must serve others. Listen to what Jesus tells us to do to be a wise and trusted servant. Matthew 24, verses 45 to 47. "Who is the wise and trusted servant? The master trusts one servant to give the other servants their food at the right time. When the master comes and finds the servant doing his work, the servant will be very happy. I tell you the truth, the master will choose that servant to take care of everything the master owns." Jesus, the Son of God, tells us how to be the most important leader. Mark chapter 10, verse 45. Jesus sat down and called the 12 apostles to him. He said, "If anyone wants to be the most important, then he must be last of all and servant of all." Are you a leader like Jesus? Till next time, peace be with you.